Hey folks, how you doing?
We just came back from a visit with some terrific people that we met for the first time. We met them in a small town called Riviera, Texas, which is on the Gulf Coast of Texas.
It's about 100 miles north of here. It's Charles and Cande Grove, and they follow our YouTube channel. And about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, Charles sent me an email and said, hey, we're going to take a little vacation down your way, and if you got time, we'd like to hook up and meet you guys. And so we wrote them back and said, yeah, sure. And you're always nervous because we didn't know who they were. And this is the second meetup that we've done. We went out to dinner about a week ago with Terry and Cindy Goss. And they were just totally awesome. I'd met Terry once before. He had reached out. And I went and met with him, and we spent the afternoon together talking about RVing and whatnot. And then his wife emailed us and said, hey, you guys want to go out to dinner? And that was just an awesome evening. And then Charles and Cande, where we're headed is this is our YouTube channel is turning into a really great experience, meeting some great people.
Fun experience.
Charles and Cande are going to, like I said, is about 100 miles up to where they're at, and they're planning on coming on down here next week. And so we'll probably get with them again. And then here in about a month or 6 weeks, we're going up by Dallas, which is up in their area, and probably hook up with them again. Anyway, the point is we did an interview with them. They're going to take a trip to Alaska.
And we've always been interested in taking a trip to Alaska. We just hadn't gotten around to starting making any plans. And it was great to talk with them and pick their brains to find out.
It'll be even greater picking their brains when they come back.
Well, that's true.
And which brings up a point. We're thinking about going to Alaska in 2019. Summer of 2019. So a year and a half away. If, we don't want to hook up and caravan and do, just lockstep with everybody. But if there's some folks that are thinking about going to Alaska and want to kind of, we can leave around the same time and go our way and your way and meet in the campground and go our way different ways another day and meet and kind of be there to help each other out
or just to say hello.
Yeah, say hello and have dinner and tell each other all the good things we've seen.
Right.
But anyway, give us. I'll put our email on here again if you're interested, and no attachment, no nothing, just to kind of play it by ear. But anyway, want to see if there's an interest. But the interesting part of this video is we did an interview, and this is the first interview that we've done with another couple, so it's not the smoothest thing you ever saw. We started out with 2 cameras and one of them died, and we didn't have them positioned right. But the information is there, and you get to meet the good things. You get to meet Charles and Cande. They have 18 kids.
30 grandchildren.
Can you believe that?
And 2 and a baby bump on the way, great-grandchildren.
Like 6 kids from one marriage, 6 kids from another marriage, and then they have 8 together.
6 kids from one marriage, 4 kids from another marriage, 8 kids together.
That's a family.
That's 18.
That's a family. And they're missionaries. They've gone on, for 30 years they were missionaries.
Yes.
And they're just a super family. You're going to get to meet them, and let's go ahead and put that on right now. So we'll see you guys at the end of the video, all of you that stick around.
And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. So we're here with Charles and Cande Grove. They live up around Dallas, and they follow us on our YouTube channel. And so he had reached out to us, said they were coming. We're down in South Padre Island. Said they were coming down. Did we want to get together? And so we ended up hooking up at Sea Wind RV in Riviera, Texas. And that's where we're at right now. As you can see, we're right here on the bay. And in talking with Charles and Cande, they had been thinking about going full-timing for a while, and still it's in the back of their head. But one thing they're for sure going to do is go to Alaska this year, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Aren't you going to go in 2019?
We're hoping to.
Yeah. Are you planning on going in 2018?
This year, yes.
Okay, this year.
Yeah.
And you're going to get tell us about the RV you have now.
Well, that was part of the reason that we decided to go to Alaska, because we just ordered a new Escape travel trailer, 21 foot. and we're going to be heading up to pick that up at Chilliwack, British Columbia. So that's still quite a ways from Alaska.
Now, are
but
you going to pick it up and come back home, or are you
No.
going to pick it up and then carry on?
Yeah, we're going to
Oh,
pick it
yeah?
up and
Carry
then
on,
go
yeah.
straight on.
That's why we thought we were already up there, so we might as well do the trip at that
Continue
time.
from there.
Because
Do
we've
you-
gone so far already.
Do you
So
have
you'll have
any?
everything that you're going to need. You're going to have that packed in your truck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to take any clothes, I think.
You're going to buy along the way, are you? You're not going to become a nature boy, are you?
Naked and afraid.
They could make a TV show out of that. In Alaska.
They could, yeah. That's a,
Are you? Let me ask you this question. One thing I've heard when you see people buying a new RV, and they talk about that first year shakedown and all the little things that go wrong. Is the Escape RV, are they built that well where you're comfortable that you're not going to be 500 miles from nobody? And
well, we like fiberglass RVs
yeah,
for various reasons. Number one, they are really well built, and we've had a casita for the past 4 years now, and it's never given us any problem as far as things shaking around and breaking.
are you going to camp in it for a little while before you take off?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we plan on having about 3 weeks of
Okay.
shakedown time
Oh.
near.
We'll be right near
in
the
Canada.
factory.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
think that'd be a good
Very
idea
That's
for.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Stay close and they say, hey, I'm over here. Don't
Yeah,
pick this up.
that's right.
So one thing I hear everybody say, and we bought one. We was going to try to go to Alaska once before. Is that book Milepost 101?
Yeah.
You got that?
We got
Oh,
that,
we did
yeah.
get it, yeah.
And do you have your path laid out? Are you going to make reservations? Or are you just going to travel through and
No, there's
boondock? Or?
There's specific places we do want to go, and we do want to make sure that we hit. One of them is Denali National Park.
Sure, yeah.
So we have to make reservations there, and we probably should have done it by now, but we didn't. So anyways, that's one place we want to make sure we get to. And the other place is we want to get down to the Knife Fjords, down in the southern part of Alaska. There's a lot of glaciers there and a lot of boat tours and cruises you can go on through that area that are really gorgeous. From
And
where
that's
we are.
on the agenda as well.
That's on the
Mhm.
agenda too. But
Oh,
we
that
also have to make
sounds
reservations.
good.
So we're going to make reservations for a couple really big things that we for sure want to make sure we get checked off our bucket list. And then after that, we have specific places where we've heard from other YouTube channels that are really good to visit, like Seward, Alaska, Haines, Alaska. There's a hot springs in a couple places. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So how many? Go ahead.
We'll probably do some boondocking too as well.
I
along
bet you'll
the
do a
way.
lot.
A lot of boondocking,
Yeah.
yeah.
From what
I think so.
I've not took an RV up there before, but I understand there's a huge amount of beautiful
Yeah.
boondocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be prepared for that, hopefully.
How many years have y'all been RVing total?
Oh, I think probably 10 years
10
total.
years?
Yeah.
But
And you're
recently,
Some in the past, but recently it's been.
5 years.
And do either one of you have any? Because that's a pretty big trip going to Alaska, and you're going totally by yourself. You're planning your own route and everything. Are you, Candy? Are you comfortable that it's smooth?
Oh,
Are you
yes.
nervous? Or
Yeah, no, I'm not nervous. I'm very excited and looking forward to it.
on
Yeah.
y'all's team, a lot of times there's usually I would say the man drives and the woman navigates and books reservations and plans the route. Is that how y'all do it, or who does what in your?
We actually, this trip that we're on right now, we're setting a lot of, each day we set aside to make reservations, look at the trip, look at the itinerary. We got a lot of books that we're going through and looking at.
But he
And
does
so-
most of the driving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I need to learn.
Are you going to?
Yes,
Good
I
for
am.
you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
We've just had this truck about a year now, so she's just learning to drive the truck. She's a minivan mom. So.
Yeah.
So who kind of do y'all? Is it? I'm getting it's a team effort. Y'all will decide your route, talking about it together, or will one of you
Yes, that's
kind of
right.
dominate? Yeah, together.
Yeah. She doesn't like it when I dominate.
And you don't like it when I do.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
And I think you're both capable of it if the other one lets you get away with it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are you going to spend a lot of time in Canada? I understand that's a big
Yeah.
part of it too.
Well, this
Yes.
is one thing we're probably readjusting a little bit, because we're going to go to Banff, we're going to go to Jasper, we're going to go to Glacier National Park, and those are just gorgeous places from what we've seen.
And heard, people who've traveled there recently say they've seen more wildlife in Canada than they did in Alaska.
Oh, really?
So we want to make sure that we don't just gliss by it, and that we really spend some time there.
Yeah. But I don't think we'll go back. This is kind of once in a lifetime deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's going to be.
I kind of think
That
once you
makes
get,
sense.
at least in our age bracket, we're not going to go back to hardly anywhere. We better do it right the first time, because we've got one more shot at
You get
everything.
one chance.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm still kind of anxious about how you're putting it together. When do you think, will you have an actual trip? We'll say we're going to go to this place for 2 days and then go here, or will you just go and just generally meander, knowing you want to hit these couple of spots?
No, I don't want to waste time either, because you can go down a road and it ends up being a dead end, and you've wasted hours, and
So
you
you've
end
got to
up,
turn around and go back the other way
Right.
to catch where you thought you were going to go.
Yeah.
Because that'll be here pretty soon. You're leaving in,
May 1st.
say it again?
May 1st.
May 1st. So February, March, April, 3 months.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really
coming up
that's
fast
real quick.
now.
Yeah. The escape is finished the end of this month,
Oh,
so
They're
they
gonna
will store
store
it
it.
for us for I think 3 months without cost.
But we didn't want to go up there and drive in the ice and snow.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why we're waiting till May.
May.
Okay.
that makes good
And then
sense.
so June we'll be starting out in Alaska. And
Yeah, we're gonna do May, like Candy was saying, will be 3 weeks around the escape factory in case anything goes wrong with the RV that we need to get attention to. And then after we're confident of that, we have an escape rally in Osoyoos, British Columbia.
Will there will probably be people from the manufacturing plant at
Yeah.
that rally too.
Right,
Ah.
right.
Did you have to buy any? I know that your RV, your Escape, doesn't come with a generator, right? You purchased one.
Mhm.
Is there any other special equipment that you had to buy to get ready?
Well, the Escape, we ordered it specifically for boondocking.
Okay.
So, they have an option for a solar package and
How much solar did you get?
just 200 watts.
200 watts.
Yeah.
And you have a 3,000 watt inverter.
Generator, yeah.
Generator, yeah.
Yeah.
That runs your inverter, and it runs off of propane or gasoline.
The generator runs off of propane or gasoline.
Yeah.
So we have two options for fuel.
Oh, that's great.
That way, if you didn't have a hard time getting gas, you always got a spare propane bottle.
Great.
Yeah. And then your fresh water.
Fresh water, I think it's a 30-gallon tank or 28 gallons.
How long can you go with 30 gallons?
If you take it real careful, you can usually go about a week.
Can you?
Uh-huh.
That's
then
pretty
holding-
frugal.
Yeah, that's really frugal.
Yeah, we also have a Berkey water filter
Okay. Yeah,
system.
I've heard
so,
it, yeah.
we
Yeah.
can
Have
actually
you used
get
that
water
before, or
from
did you
the
get
lake.
it just for this?
No, we use it.
We've
We
had
use it all
for
the
a
time.
while.
We've
We
got
have
it,
one at home and one in our
one in the RV.
Oh, that's great.
We've got one at home still in the box, waiting for the apocalypse or something.
Oh, you should use it all the time.
Yeah, I know I should. So, where will you come out, and then where will you go when you come out of Alaska? You got to take ferries and stuff.
You can, but we're not going to do that. I think we're going to take the Alaska Highway up. We'll probably go to Fairbanks, and then from there we'll go to Denali. Then from Denali we'll go down to Anchorage, and from Anchorage is where we'll be probably centered to go down to the Kenai Fjord
And I say that Kenai Fjord.
Kenai Fjord.
The
Okay.
Kenai Peninsula.
The
down
peninsula.
Oh, I've heard of that Kenai
Yeah.
Peninsula.
That's where there's a lot of glacier activity,
Okay.
and it's a beautiful place. They say, from what we've read, that you can see all of Alaska in the Kenai Fjord.
Oh, really?
Right there. If you go to that one place, you're seeing everything that you'll possibly see in Alaska.
Now is that okay? So you can see a snapshot of everything.
Right.
I was thinking you was talking about the curvature of the Earth or some kind of thing. You could look at it. I was like, wow, I hadn't heard that. So then you're going to come down into Washington.
Then we'll come back down. I think we're probably going to come down the Cassiar, but I'm not sure. I've heard that's not a really good quality road, but maybe we'll be okay. And we'll come down the Cassiar Highway, which allows us to get down into, I think Seward is there. What's that one place where they had that big oil spill?
Valdez.
Valdez, yeah. Go there. And then we'll head down into Washington and
The West Coast.
the West Coast.
Oregon, California.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful
Come
part.
home.
That's going to be just a whole beautiful
I
3 or
know.
4 months.
I know. Well, we
Yes,
plan on coming
yeah.
back to there again, but that's just the route we're going to take back to get. As we
And
go
you
back to
say you
Texas.
plan on going back to there again. Kind of takes us into. You talked about y'all are thinking about maybe going full time.
Uh-huh.
Do you? What would be the thing that's like you have maybe hadn't made your decision yet? Is there one thing you haven't decided? One of you is not sure, or you're not sure
Well, I
what
think-
motorhome or what time, or you got something else going on?
Well, we want to do the national parks, and that's why we have a smaller RV, because the larger motorhomes won't fit.
So is you literally you're going
So-
to try? There's like 50 or 60 or whatever of them.
There's quite a few, yeah.
You're going to try to hit them all.
I don't think we'll hit them all, but
Okay.
we want to definitely make the ones in the lower 48 states.
Uh-huh.
Want to make sure that we hit all that,
Yeah.
and then after we're done with that, and we feel like we want to take the next step, and our health is still good, then we think maybe we might do full-time RV.
So you think about hitting the parks while you're still hitting a couple of parks and going home, doing that for a while, and then
Right.
if you still like it, both of you agree and nobody's killed the other one.
Our
Maybe
main,
doing it.
Right.
our main thing is our kids. We got.
Yeah, we like to be home for the kids.
We want to be
and the
home for
grandkids,
Christmas,
so we like our home
Thanksgiving.
base.
We like to be around the home base there, so that's really important to
You
us.
could do that in an RV, but then you would have to find a different place for everybody to celebrate.
Couldn't you bring all your
Christmas.
kids with you when they all fit?
Whoa! You need a super RV.
So y'all have a few kids, I think.
A double wide RV.
We
How, you want to share that with us?
Sure. Yeah, we have 18 kids and
32 grandkids, I think we can
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Now, are you counting the one that's on the way?
Yeah.
we're counting
Oh,
her.
okay.
And then
Him.
we've got-
Oh, it's supposed to be a him. I don't know. Yeah.
There it is, right.
And then we have 3 great grandchildren.
Mm.
So I could see where a lot of grandparents would be saying, I could understand no full timing.
Right.
Although I could see
Right.
some that would be saying, yeah, load the RV and
Get out.
head to California.
Run for your life.
So do you think you really will full time? I mean, what would be the number one thing that would
Well,
stop you from
One thing.
health, I guess, but
well,
besides that.
would be one thing, yeah. But we're kind of in a niche right now where we want to get to the national parks, and so we need a smaller RV to do that. And then after that, we're thinking, if we do get a bigger RV and we full time, we can be easily get around to seeing the different kids. It makes it easy
If
for
we had a
that.
bigger, if we're gonna full time, we'd want to go bigger.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Going to see in the parks, everybody talks about you need a smaller RV. So get your new RV that you
Right.
bought, and then that makes sense.
And
But then on the other hand, I like to have a home. If something would happen to one of us, or
Right.
I like to be home. To know that I have that as a security there.
So if you was to bet right now, would you say you would or wouldn't go full time?
right now,
if I was
yeah.
to bet right now, I'd say.
So
I
that's-
wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
Yeah.
Pretty much where we ended that. I don't know if you heard it, but if I said, do you think you would, are you going to go full time? They're kind of talking about it. If you had to decide now, and I don't know if you heard, but Candy's answer was probably no. Charles, I think, is probably yes, but I think I know who wears the pants. So
I think it's probably yet to be determined.
it's yet to be determined, and I'm not going to say who I think wears the pants, but I think I know the answer to the question. And if you got 18 kids and 30 grandkids, and a couple of them are out of the country. I don't know if they're on missionary work or just what, but they're out of the country. And you got that much family, they said all within 15 miles. I'm thinking you're going to want to stay pretty close. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got a great story and we come along your path, connect us.
Contact us.
Contact us, let us know, and we'd love to stop and visit and go have lunch, and maybe we can do another video, and eventually we'll start getting this down where we know what we're doing. But it's good subject matter no matter how you look at it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and we look forward to bringing you another one. Be sure and subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave your comments down below.
Please.
And thanks for watching. Keep the wheels rolling.
just passing through.
Just passing through.